The glass in my hand trembled, though I held it steady enough that no one noticed. Her family's laughter cut through the air like blades polished to humiliate. "Disgrace," her brother muttered loud enough for everyone to hear. My wife didn't correct him. She never did. I watched her sip wine, her lips curved in a smile meant for others, not me. The party was for her sister, another promotion, another step upward. Every toast, every glance circled back to me like I was an unwanted ghost. 10 minutes later, the doors opened. A ripple passed through the room. Her CEO entered, his presence swallowing the air. He moved with certainty, scanning faces until his eyes found mine. He crossed the room, ignored the others, took my hand with both of his. "Well," he said, loud enough to silence them all, "if it isn't the owner of the heritage!" The room stilled. My wife's glass froze midway to her mouth. Her family's sneers collapsed into confusion. I smiled, but inside, I felt nothing. Only the slow grind of a machine I'd kept hidden for too long. That was the first crack in their theater, and I knew more would follow. It had started months earlier, a slip of a message on her phone, a man's name I didn't recognize. She told me it was a client. I pretended to believe her, but doubt has a way of rotting the bones. At night, she turned away from me. She claimed exhaustion, deadlines, migraines. The truth lay in the silence between her words. I stopped asking questions. I listened instead, to the tone of her voice when she texted in the kitchen, to the quick shift of screens when I entered the room, to the way her laughter, once rare, now came easily, just not with me. Her family fed the performance. They paraded her sister's success, her father's disdain, her mother's disappointment. I played the part of the failed husband, the shadow at the table. But I wasn't failing. I was watching. I started small. Phone records, numbers traced back to hotel chains, receipts she didn't know I saw, a lipstick stain on a shirt that wasn't mine but smelled faintly of her perfume. I said nothing. I even kissed her cheek goodnight when she slipped into bed at 3 in the morning, claiming late hours. I watched her eyes flicker with guilt before she buried them in the pillow. Silence became my weapon. Every day I sharpened it, letting her live comfortably in the lie she thought she controlled. I wasn't just gathering proof. I was preparing the stage. Because truth, when delivered cold, wounds deeper than rage ever could. The DNA test arrived first. The child I'd raised, the one she said carried my eyes, wasn't mine. I opened the envelope at my desk. My pulse didn't spike. My face didn't change. But inside, something calcified. Then came the surveillance photos, her and him, hotel corridors, his hand on her back, her smile pressed against his mouth. I placed the evidence in a folder. Waited. That night, she set the table as if nothing had shifted. I handed her the folder. No words. She opened it. Her hands shook. Her breath shattered. Don't. My voice was calm, almost kind. Tears gathered. She reached for me, but I leaned back, untouched. For the first time, she understood. I wasn't blind. I was deliberate. The promotion party was perfect. Her family's stage, their audience of admirers, the glow of her sister's triumph. And then, her CEO's words, owner of the heritage. They didn't know. I had purchased the company's controlling interest months ago, quietly while they laughed at me. The man she betrayed me with? A senior partner. His future now hung by my decision. I met her eyes across the room. They widened, begging for secrecy, for mercy. I gave her neither. When questions swirled, I answered with measured calm, "Yes, I finalized the acquisition last quarter. The board will be restructured soon." I watched the blood drain from her face. Her family finally saw who I was. Not a disgrace. Their executioner. She followed me outside after the party, breathless, desperate. "Please, don't ruin me. Don't take everything." I turned, studied her face, once the center of my life, now only a mask I no longer believed in. "I'm not taking anything," I said. "I'm simply giving you back what you gave me." Her lips parted, searching for words. None came. I left her there, trembling in the night air, clinging to the ruins of the empire she thought she owned. Walking away, I felt lighter. Not free, freedom is too soft a word. Clear, detached, untouchable. Because the cruelest truth is simple. She destroyed herself. I only handed her the mirror.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.